press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello all, how are you? I hope that all are doing good. Today I am here with you with lessons grammar. Okay, so lessons, what is this lessons grammar? Means there are some activities and there are some based on the lessons, there are some grammar part which is there in the textbook. Okay, so that one we are going to deal today. Okay, so we will learn that what kind of activities and what kind of questions are present in this textbook according to the lessons, and what kind of a grammar is present when we are learning these activities. Is it? So this is. So let's see about the lesson called A Truly Beautiful Mind. Okay, what kind of a grammars are present in this lesson? Here first is thinking about text. So usually all these questions which is based on the lessons. Okay, it is not general questions, or it is not related to the basic grammar. Okay, actually you learn through the understanding the lesson. If you understand the lessons very well, you are learning grammar also. Okay, and when you are learning grammar, when you are solving those questions, means answers, so it means that you are learning grammar part. Okay, so let's see here thinking about the text. Here are some of the headings for paragraph in the text. Write the numbers of the paragraph for each title against heading. The first one is done for you. Okay, so here some of the titles has given here. Titles have given here, that is which paragraph you are finding those titles. Okay, Einstein's equation. So this is the title of the paragraph, Einstein's equation, so which is present in the number 9 paragraph. Okay, so which is present in 9th paragraph. What about the Einstein's meet his future wife? So in which paragraph it is? Okay, you should have to read whole lesson and try to write in which paragraph this heading is present. Okay, the making of violinist. The making of violinist. So about this, so in which paragraph this heading is present. Okay, then Mileva and Einstein's mother. Okay, so there is a paragraph where it has introduced about Mileva and Einstein's mother. Okay, so there is a story behind the mother of Einstein and Mileva. Okay, there the two characters have introduced in this, so you should have to find out in which paragraph it is present. A letter that launched the arms race. So regarding this, in which paragraph it is present? A desk drawer full of ideas. Marriage and divorce. So there. Okay, so in which paragraph? So these headings are present. Okay, let's see about the questions here. Who had these opinions about Einstein? See, there are some opinions about the Einstein. So when he was from a child, when he was born as a boy, like a child. So from that to up to his death. Okay, so the people different people, they have given different opinions. So here there is a statement. You should have to find out whose opinion it is about Einstein. Okay, he was boring. So whose opinion it is? So you should have to find out. He was stupid and would never succeed in life. So whose opinion it is regarding Einstein? He was a freak. Whose opinion this is? Okay. The next is explain what the reasons for the following are. Okay, so for what reasons this statement has given here? Einstein leaving school in Munich for good. So you should have to give the reason why he was left the Munich school. Okay, so that is. Next is Einstein wanting to study in Switzerland rather than in Munich. So you should have to write the reasons. So why he was shifted to Switzerland. Einstein seeing in Mileva and Ali. So this is the statement. You should have to write the answer. What do these tell you about Einstein? So all of these reasons, according to your opinion, what are your things are telling to Einstein? What is your opinion? Okay. What did Einstein call his desk drawer at the patent office? Why? Why did Einstein write a letter to Franklin Roosevelt? How did Einstein react to the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Why does the world remember Einstein as a world citizen? Okay, so all these questions which is present in the lesson, answers are present in the lesson. Okay, so you should have to find out, read it and understand it, then you write the answers. Here are some of the facts from Einstein's life, arrange them in chronological order. Okay, so there are some facts which is based on the Einstein's life. You should have to arrange in a chronological order. In a order wise you should have to arrange it. It is rearranged it here, but you should have to arrange it properly in right manner. So where it is, I will give you one or two statements. So first is not this one. Einstein publishes his special theory of relativity. It is not a first statement. The first is when he was born. So Einstein is born in the German city of Ulm. So that is the first statement, the right chronological one order. It is the fact. Then the second, you can see that Einstein attains a high school in Munich. Okay, this is the second order of the Einstein's life. Okay, this is. So like that you should have to write all the answers in a chronological order with the help of the lesson. Then next is thinking about a language. Here are some sentences from the story. Choose the word from the brackets which can be substituted for the italicized words in the sentences. Okay. Here there are questions or sentences as given. There you should have to find out there is a word which is written in italicized and find out the similar word which is related to that word. Okay. So which is present in the bracket. Failed, broke, became weak. Okay. So in this option there is a suitable answer which is related, which is similar to that word which is written in italicized word. Okay. A few years later the marriage faltered. Faltered means failed, broke, become weak. Okay. You can take take the help of dictionary, so you will get the answer. Okay. Faltered means failed, broke, became weak. So what is the right answer? If I said the right meaning of those words, you can get it in the lesson also. Then Einstein was constantly at odds with the people at the university, on bad terms, in disagreement and unhappy. So what is the italicized words? At odds. Okay. The newspaper proclaimed his works as a scientific revolution. Proclaimed, it is written as a italicized words. Then declared, praised and showed, which is the right answer for this word. Okay, which is written in option. The next is Einstein got ever more involved in politics, agitating for an end to the arms build-up, campaigning, fighting, supporting. So italicized words are agitating. Okay. So for that, which is the similar answer from the option, you should have to find out and write. At the age of 15, Einstein felt so stifled that he left the school for good. Okay, so which is the italicized word? That is for good. Permanently, for his benefit, for a short time. Okay. 5 years later, the discovery of nuclear fission in Berlin had American physicists in an uproar. So here is in an uproar. Okay, this is the italicized words. So you should have to find the similar word from the option. In a state of commotion, full of criticism, in a desperate state. Science wasn't the only thing that appealed to the dashing young man with the walrus mustache. Okay, so interested, which is the first is, which is the italicized word? Appeal to. Okay, underline that, appeal to. Interested, challenged, worried. So whatever the italicized words are there, if you can't understand it, italicized words, just whenever I said the word where this is an italicized word, underline it. Once again I am telling you. So here the italicized word is faltered, second is at odds, the next is proclaimed, and for fourth is agitating, then fifth is for good, and sixth is in an uproar, seventh is appeal to. Okay, so these are the words, underline it, and then you try to find out the right answer which is suitable for this word and do it. Okay, next is, study the following sentences. Einstein became gifted amateur violinist, maintaining the skill throughout his life. Letters survive in which they put their affection into words, mixing science with tenderness. The parts in italics in the above sentences begin with ing verbs are called participle phrases. Okay, and participle phrases say something more about the person or thing talked about and the idea expressed by the sentences as a whole. For example, okay, let's see here. Some of the italicized words are there which tells about something here. So what it is, italicized words which is ing verbs are called participle phrases. Maintaining this skill. Okay, this is called participle phrases. So these are called participle phrases. From the first statement, we will take italicized words. Maintaining this skill. Okay, maintaining this skill, mixing science with tenderness. Mixing science with tenderness. So these are called participle phrases. Okay, so where you will see that there is a ing in this. Okay, there in the two sentences there is a ing. So these are called as participle phrases. Okay, so what is this participle phrases? The parts in italics in the above sentences begin with ing verbs are called participle phrases. It means participle phrases say something more about the person, thing talked about or idea expressed by the sentence of a whole. It means it tells about, this is a participle phrases which tells about person, which tells more about person, things or idea which is expressed, ideas which express. Okay, so that is called participle phrases. It tells more about, means it gives a more information about a person or a things, or it expresses the ideas. So that is called participle phrases. Let's see here. Einstein became the gifted amateur violinist. He maintained this skill throughout his life. Okay, this is, and complete the sentences below by filling in the blanks with the suitable participle clauses. The information that has to be used in the phrases is provided as a sentences in the brackets. So there are some sentences which is present in the bracket. The only thing you should have to add, that is the participle phrases, the right participle phrase. Okay, so I will do it one or two. Okay, then only you can understand this. Dash, the firefighters finally put out the fire. Okay, dash, the firefighters finally put out the fire. Put out means they are extinguished the fire. Who? The firefighters. They worked around the clock. Okay, they worked round the clock. Instead of using they worked around the clock, you should have to add something here. Okay, what? Working round the clock. Okay, so working, they worked around the clock, it is there, no? You can do participle phrase. So don't use worked. Okay, so you should add ing here when you are writing answer. Working round the clock. So this is the answer for this first statement. Working round the clock, the firefighters finally put out the fire. Okay, so let's move to the next one. She watched the sunset above the mountain. Dash. She noticed the colors blending softly into one another. Okay, so how you can do it? I told you, where ed is there, instead of using ed, then add ing. You can, now what will be the answer here? Noticing. Okay, noticing Noticing the colors, noticing the colors, blending softly, into one another, softly into one another. Okay, like this. So I hope that you understood this, how you write this answer with the help of these brackets, and this is called as a participle phrases. Okay, the next is writing newspaper reports. So when you write the newspaper report, so how the sentence are going to use here? Okay, here it's about a writing work. I will tell you one or two thing which is related to this. Here are some notes which you could use to write a report. 21st August 2005. So how you introduce this? An original handwritten manuscript of Albert Einstein unearthed. Okay, unearthed. The work has been done by student Rowdy Boynik in the University of Netherlands. Okay, Netherlands, which has been Boynik research papers which belonging to an old friend of Einstein. Like this. Okay, so like this you should write the newspaper report on the basis of Einstein. So this is about the grammar. Next I am going to move to the next lesson, that is my childhood. Okay, my childhood. So let's see this. Okay, my childhood, this lesson based on the Abdul Kalam's life story, is it? So we come to know about how he was as a young child, and how he was always in a imagination, okay, and he is dreaming about something, is it? So now let's see the thinking about the language, not the question answers, okay? So you try to understand the questions and write by yourself. Okay, so let's see here. Find the sentences in the text where these words occur. So one first work for you, that is erupt, search, trace, undistinguished, and casualty. Your first work for this is find out these words in which paragraph which is present. Okay, these words present in which paragraph. So that one you find out first. Okay, so this is your answer, this is your work, and now I am going to tell you that only one example for this where it is present. Erupt, the sentence called, for reason I have never been able to understand, a sudden demand for tamarind seeds erupted in the market. Okay, so this one is present in the lesson, so in the paragraph. Okay, so that one you should have to write the sentences in your notes. Okay, so which the word which is present in the paragraph, write with the whole sentence where the word is present actually. Okay, this is. Then next is, so same thing you find out for search, then trace, undistinguished, and casualty. Okay, next is match the phrases in column A with their meanings in column B. So you should have to match the answer with the question. Broke out means begin suddenly in a violent way. In accordance with, it means according to a particular rule, principle, or system. In accordance with means it's a according to a particular rule. It's related to something rule and also principle and also system, that is called in accordance with. So you know that these are the phrases which are also used in English while speaking, okay, and while writing also this is also used. A helping hand, which means what is the meaning of this? Assistance, okay, someone is assisting, so that is called helping hand. Could not stomach means was not able to tolerate. What is the meaning of that phrase? Could not stomach means which is not able to tolerate. Generosity of spirit, which means attitude of kindness and readiness to give freely. Generosity means kindness, okay, attitude of showing kindness and readiness to give freely, okay, they are giving freedom to the others, Figures of authority, persons with power to make decisions, okay, the person who has the power to make decision for them, we are using for, in that situation we can use the phrase called figures of authority, okay, this is. And now study the words in italics in the sentences below. They are formed by prefixes, okay, the words opposite in meanings. Okay, here there are some prefixes words. Suffixes, which is add some of the letters after the end of the word, okay, but prefixes is before the word. Some of the letters which is used before the word is called as prefix, okay, prefixes, suffixes. So which is called prefix here? Okay, I will tell you some of the prefix, that is un, in, then, il, ir, im, okay. Okay, so now how you are going to take this? First I wanted to use acceptable. So which is the right prefix for this? Inacceptable, unacceptable, ill-acceptable, acceptable or inacceptable, acceptable. So better the first is un plus acceptable, that is called unacceptable, okay, this is the answer. And then is in plus active, inactive. That is not unactive, inactive, inactive, no, okay. So what is the right one is inactive. Then demanding, for demanding which is right? Like undemanding, indemanding, ill-demanding, irredemanding, no, which is right here? Undemanding. So what should we use? Undemanding. So like this you should have to try to write the other answers, okay. So always whenever you do the prefixes, first to check that which is the suitable prefixes for that word, okay. If it is suitable means you check out once in dictionary, otherwise you just go through the opposites, okay, acceptable, unacceptable or inacceptable, which is the right opposite to that word, okay. So that is called, okay, this is about. Next I will move to the next one. What is the next one is about passive voice. So some of the words, how you are identify the passive voice sentences. Active voice, you know it, is it? But when we change it from active voice to passive voice, which are the sentences important here? So let's see here, from active voice to passive voice. Okay, so here there is something. The tree was struck by lightning. Okay, so this sentence, it is in a passive voice form. Okay, so now you should have to check that it is a right sentence or what. So lightning struck the tree. Okay, so what you first find out, it is the object. Okay, sorry, it is a subject, it is a verb, it is an object. Okay, so this is in an active voice form. This sentence, it is in an active voice form. But when you are changing from active voice to passive voice, so the sentence is like this. Okay, so always there is a formula for this. First comes object plus then helping verb, then main verb. This is the main verb. Then by plus subject. Okay, so this is the formula. Main verb. See, first what we should have to take this, the tree. Where it is the tree? Here is the tree. Okay, the tree. So here is the singular. The tree is a singular and it is not a plural. Okay, so we should have to use was here. Okay, and when we use was, then we look the verb struck. It is not added struck. It is a struck. Strike. Opposite, it is a strike is the present tense, and yeah, it is a strike. The tree. Strike the tree. Strike, then it is a struck. By, always you should use this by. Then lightning, it comes in as a subject. Okay, like this. So this is. Rewrite these sentences below, changing the verbs in the brackets into passive voice. So there are some of the words are given. You should have to write according to the passive voice sentences. So let's see what kind of a passive voice sentences are there. In yesterday's competition, the prize by the principal. Okay, so there are some of the verbs are missed. Verbs are missed here. We should have to find out which are the verbs are missed here. In yesterday's competition, the prizes by the principal. It is directly use it. Prizes by the principal. I will write it one here. In yesterday's competition, the prizes. Okay, so see here prizes given. So this, it is in a plural form. It is not a singular form. So whenever we use the passive form, we should have to take it as a past tense. Okay, so we are not using are here. We should use were. Prizes were given. So give becomes given. Given away by the principal. Okay, some of the words and some of the this verbs are missed here, so we should have to find out which is the right verbs are present for this passive voice. Okay, so the next is, in spite of financial difficulties, the laborers, so in the bracket it is a pay on time. So let's see here, I will do it one. In spite of financial difficulties, the laborers. Okay, again there is a missed in the helping verb, that is a were. Okay, laborer has not said. It is not a singular, it is a plural form. Okay, we should have to use were. Okay, always passive voice should be in a past tense. So we should not take it as a present tense. Don't use are there. You should use were. Were paid on time. Okay, were paid on time. So this is the passive voice. And the next questions you should do it. On Republic Day, vehicles not allow beyond this point. Second-hand books buy and sell on the pavement every Saturday. Elections to the Lok Sabha hold every 5 years. Okay. The next is our national anthem composer, in the bracket composed Rabindranath Tagore. Okay. So these are the sentences which is related to passive voice. Okay. So this is about the today's class. I hope that you all are learnt grammar and do the work. Okay. So work on these grammar. So if you work it, then only you can understand that where you feel the problem and what kind of things you should have to understand more about grammar. So this is about the today's class. I hope that you all are understand it. So we will meet you in the next class. Till then, all of you stay at home, keep learning. Thank you.